Uh, the properties of the steam, they are tabulated in the steam tables, and it is a good idea to know how to use the steam tables. Steam tables are the tabulated properties. They are arranged in tables, the properties which we discussed, including the specific enthalpy, specific volume, and the saturation temperatures or saturation pressure. So either the properties are arranged on the temperature basis. If they are arranged on the temperature basis, they are known as the temperature tables, temperature based steam tables, saturation tables. And if they are arranged on the pressure basis, they are known as pressure based steam tables. So in order to be comfortable with the use of steam tables, let me just take one or two examples. For example, if you are asked to find the saturation temperature or boiling point of water at 0.1 megapascals. 0.1 megapascals means atmospheric pressure. That's approximately equal to 1 bar. 1 megapascal is approximately equal to 10 bar. 10 megapascal is 100 bar, and 22.1 megapascal is 221 bar. So if you look at this temperature diagram, this curve, you'll find that this temperature TB, which is equal to TC, is the saturation temperature at 0.1 megapascal. The temperature TF, which is equal to temperature TG, is the boiling point at 1 megapascal. Boiling point or saturation temperature, they are the same. Similarly, TJ and TK, they are the saturation temperatures at 10 megapascals or 100 bar. And at the critical point, you can find out the temperature from the steam tables. So how do you get this values from the steam tables? So let us use another screen wherein I show the steam tables. Okay. So for example, this is the temperature based steam table, and you would also find that there is a pressure based steam table. Okay. Now I would go for the pressure based steam table first. These are the temperature based steam tables. Okay, this is a pressure based steam table. So what you find over here is in the first column there is temp pressure, and the second column there is a saturation temperature or boiling point. Okay, so for example, we talked about the pressure of pressure which is equal to the atmospheric pressure, which is closer to 0.1 megapascal. So 0.1 megapascal, you will find that it is approximately 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, the boiling point of water, you know, at atmospheric pressure is 100 degrees centigrade. Okay, so to be exact, at 0.1 megapascal, which is 1 bar, it would be 99.6 degrees centigrade. At 1 bar, 1.013 bar, it would be 100 degrees centigrade. Okay. Similarly, we talked about 1 megapascal. So let us go to 1 megapascal here. So 1 megapascal, you see that the saturation temperature is about 180 degrees centigrade. Okay, 180 degrees centigrade. At 10 megapascal, let us see at 10 megapascal what is the boiling point. So at 10 megapascal, if you go, which is 100 bar, yeah, this is 10 megapascal at 100 bar. This temperature is around 311 degrees centigrade. It means that water would boil at around 311 degrees centigrade if the pressure is kept at 10 megapascal or 100 bar. At the critical point, which we talked about, which is 22.1, you will find that the temperature, critical temperature is 373.9, which is 374 degree centigrade. Okay, so this is very interesting, and just by looking at the steam tables, you can find the saturation temperature if the pressure is known. Similarly, if your temperature is known, you can find the corresponding saturation pressure. Okay, for example, let us go to the temperature based table, and let us say that if you want to find the saturation pressure at 180 degrees centigrade. So at 180 degrees centigrade, the saturation pressure is 1 megapascal, okay, which is 10 bar. Okay, so in other words, at 1 bar, the saturation temperature is 180 degrees centigrade. If you keep in the boiler the pressure at 10 bar, the water would start boiling at 180 degrees centigrade. Or if you want to know the saturation pressure corresponding to 180 degrees centigrade, it is 1 megapascal or 10 bar. Okay, so this way, both the tables, temperature based table as well as pressure based tables, they are one and the same, simply arranged. One is arranged on the temperature basis and other is arranged on the pressure basis. So what other information do we get from the steam tables? So let me go to the pressure based table again. You'll find that apart from the saturation temperature, if the pressure table is arranged on the pressure basis, you would get information on specific volume, specific internal energy, specific enthalpy, and specific entropy. Okay, and because this is a SI based system tables, so you will find that the unit of specific volume is meter cube per kg, unit of specific energy as well as specific enthalpy is kilojoules per kg, and that of specific entropy is kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Okay, so now let us say that you are asked to find at let us say 0.1 megapascal, what is the specific entropy of the dry saturated steam. So this is the last column you'll have to see, 6 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. If you are asked to find what is the specific enthalpy of dry saturated steam, this is Hg. Okay, so 2674.9 at 0.1 megapascal. Okay, that is 10 bar. If you are asked to find the specific enthalpy of saturated liquid, it is around 418 degrees centigrade at 1 bar. Okay, 0.1 megapascal means 1 bar atmospheric pressure. So at atmospheric pressure, 0.1 megapascal, the boiling point is around 100 degrees centigrade. The specific volume of dry saturated steam is 1.69. The specific enthalpy of saturated liquid is 4.418 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. The dry saturated steam at atmospheric pressure has a specific enthalpy of 2674.9 kilojoules per kg, and the specific entropy of the, this is not dry saturated steam, this is enthalpy change. Okay, so specific entropy of dry saturated steam would be 7.3588 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Okay, so this way we can refer to the steam tables and get the properties. Okay, so now you can solve this, like find the boiling point at 0.1 megapascal, that is 1 atmospheric pressure, 1 megapascal, that is 10 bar, 10 megapascal, that is 100 bar, and at a critical point you can find the saturation temperatures easily. Okay, and you can check this answers. The answer is at 1 megapascal, it is 100 degrees centigrade. 1 megapascal is 180 degrees centigrade. At 10 megapascal, it is 311 degrees centigrade. And at critical point, it is 374 degrees centigrade, which I had already shown you using the steam tables. Similarly, I talked about dry saturated steam at 1 megapascal. So dry saturated steam at 1 megapascal means you need to find the enthalpy at this point. That is Hg at 1 megapascal. At 10 megapascal, if you want to find Hg, then you need to find it at this point, Hg at 10 megapascals, that is 100 bar. And you'll get this answer, 2776, which I had shown you from the steam table. And Hg at 10 megapascal is 2727. Let us just confirm this again. I will just show you again that at Hg at 1 megapascal is 2776 and Hg at 10 megapascal is 2727. Okay, so let us go back again to the steam table. Let me share the steam tables with you. We are finding some difficulty in getting this. Okay, so we talked about 1 megapascal and Hg. Okay, so look at this 1 megapascal and Hg value. 1 megapascal and Hg value is this. This is Hg. Okay, so 1 megapascal and Hg value, you would find that it is 2777 as I had shown. Okay, kilojoules per kg. And if it is 10 megapascal Hg value, 10 megapascal Hg value, 10 megapascal Hg value is this. Okay, Hg value of 10 megapascal is 2727, approximately 2726 or 2727 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. Okay, so easily we can find the specific enthalpy of dry saturated steam. How to find the properties if the steam is wet? That would require an understanding of the concept of dryness fraction, which you would see in the next class. Okay, so now we are clear as to how to find the specific volume if it is dry saturated steam, how to find the specific enthalpy if it is dry saturated steam, and how to find the specific entropy if it is dry saturated steam. Okay, that is the corresponding value of Hg, Sg for entropy, Hg for specific enthalpy, and Vg for specific volume. Okay, I hope you have understood this. Thank you very much.